Hey everybody, welcome to day 11 of Go From Idea to Income in 28 days. This is a 28-day challenge for all of us who want to become online entrepreneurs. Now, after 16 years of experience in the offline world of business, I'm challenging myself to create an online business in just 28 days, and I'm inviting you to join me. Come along for this wonderful ride, and let's see if we can do this. It's going to be a steep learning curve, but we're going to get through this together. Let's get started with day 11. What's on the agenda today? I'm going to start by talking about a dreadful disease, the SOS disease. Now, what is that? I'm going to explain it to you. And I'm also going to share the cure for SOS with you as well. Then we're going to move on to our 28-day challenge action steps for today. We're going to be doing a couple of things. So I'm going to share with you something called the 3PS. So it's not PlayStation 3, it's 3PS and the triple F. All right, so stay tuned. We're going to find out what these two things are. And then we're going to wrap up with a little review, a preview, and prep for tomorrow. I'm excited to share. I've got lots on the agenda today and lots of good, juicy bits of information and tools and techniques that I'm sure are going to give you an edge on this day 11. And remember, we are in week 2, which is our technology week. We're taming the technology tiger this week. So let's begin with the SOS disease. Now, I suffer from SOS. Chances are you are also suffering too. Now, don't start freaking out, okay, and scheduling a doctor's appointment just yet. SOS isn't fatal. It can't kill you, but it can kill your startup business and your dream of creating an online business that you love, which is what we're trying to do in this 28-day challenge. So how can you tell if you're suffering from SOS? Well, are you constantly starting something only to move on to the next thing as soon as progress gets hard? You know, when the going gets tough, you get frustrated and your eyes start wandering, your thoughts start wandering, and you zoom in on the next big thing. Maybe you make it halfway through a training course like this 28-day challenge, only to give up for another course, another book, another idea, which promises bigger results in less time. Only, of course, you know what's going to happen. You also give up on that one too before you reach the end of it, right? So, or maybe you're leaping from one tool or application to another. Now, this is what I do, especially when I get into the technology. The technology is like so enticing, and every other tool looks so much better than the previous one. And I keep jumping from one to the next. Or maybe you're tweeting more, or you're pinning more, or you're posting on Facebook more, but that more is not exactly giving you any return because you're not putting in the time and effort required to get that return before you move on to the next post or the next platform. Well, what is this SOS that I'm talking about? Well, it is called the shiny object syndrome. Okay, and basically it's the disease of distraction. And it affects entrepreneurs especially because of the qualities that entrepreneurs have and that make them unique. What are those qualities? Well, entrepreneurs tend to be highly motivated. They crave new technology and tools and new ideas. And they're also not afraid to start something new. So all of those things that make up a good entrepreneur also contribute to making it super easy to become prey to SOS, okay, shiny object syndrome. And what basically SOS, this shiny object syndrome is that we lose focus, we lose interest, and we get distracted, and we start looking at the next big thing or shiny object. Now, in the entrepreneurial world, the next shiny object might be a new business idea, a new marketing strategy, a new app, a new software, a new venture, right? So it's anything other than what you're working on right now. So I've been experiencing SOS while I've been doing this 28-day challenge, and it has been extremely difficult for me to stay focused. So I'm going to share with you the cure. Like, what do I do to keep me focused? And believe me, it's not just for this 28-day challenge. As an entrepreneur, SOS hits you all the time. So you need the cure. So what is that cure? Well, first of all, you need to decide. Okay. The lack of making a concrete decision invites SOS to, take over you or to attack you. You need to decide what you're going to be focusing on as your priority today. Okay. So you got to mentally make that decision, that commitment. And once that decision is made, you need to move to step 2, which is to start working on whatever that decision was, right? So once you've decided, you've committed, you have to start it. And you'll find out that as soon as you start something, you start taking action, it's practically like you're halfway done. So taking that first step is a big one, and it gives you that momentum to keep going and moving forward. And the third thing that you need to do to overcome SOS is to finish what you started, okay? So this is the biggest problem. We might decide, we might even start, but we get distracted, right? And we tend not to finish what we started. So you got to make a commitment to finish whatever you started. So make a commitment for small things that you can finish in an hour, right? So make a small commitment, make that decision, start it. And even if you do get distracted, once you deal with the distraction, go back immediately to what you started and keep working on it until you finish, right? Don't move on to the next thing until you finish that first thing. So make small decisions, okay? So that's why this 28-day challenge is broken down into 28 small steps. It's to help us overcome SOS disease. So keep the faith, keep focus, keep moving. Let's cross the finish line, because incomplete actions get us nowhere, okay? So we got to finish what we start. Sounds good? We now know what SOS is, and we now know how to overcome it. We're going to decide what to do, make sure the decision is a small one. Within an hour, it's something we can complete. We're going to start it, and we're going to make sure we finish it. Even if we get distracted or pulled away from it, we will come back to it until we finish it, okay? So let's move on to our 28-day challenge step for today. So please pull out your 28-day blueprints and let's update those blueprints. So we are, like I said, we are in week 2. We are taming the information technology, and I want you to add on to your blueprint 3PS, your first freemium. What is a freemium? I'm going to be explaining that. What is 3PS? We're going to be finding out what that is. All right. So put those down into your blueprints and let's jump right in. 3PS basically stands for 3-page sequence. Okay. In the technology, all you really need to know how to do is to put together these 3 web pages. Okay. Earlier this week, we talked about putting in a little sign-up form as a coming soon page for our product or service. And I showed you how to create an email list and link that list to the form that you create on the web page. But we're now going to start to look at when we want to actually start to sell something, right, online. So this 3-page sequence is the basic formula we need for anything that we market and promote online. So what are these 3 pages? Well, the first page is a landing page. And a landing page is basically where you drive people to. Okay, you might be driving them to this web page through social media post. You might be driving them through your own blog post. You might put a link in the blog post inviting them to, click here for more information or for some type of freemium. And I'm going to explain what a freemium is very shortly. You might be driving people to this landing page through a paid ad. Maybe you have a Facebook ad, and in that ad, when people click it, they wind up on this landing page. You really don't want to send people to your website homepage, because on a website and a homepage, you have lots of additional information. Like you might have an about me page, or you might have a services page, or you might have a blog link there with lots of blog posts. There's too many distractions on a homepage. What is a landing page is a single focused page, right? We want only one thing from people when they land on this page, and we want them to either opt in, okay, which is basically giving us their information, especially their email address, in exchange for something, okay? Or our landing page could be a sales page where people come to buy, where we want them to click the buy button and exchange their credit card information in return for what we are offering, what we are selling to them. So on the landing page, we want them to basically click, right? There's a button that we're going to draw them and entice them to clicking. And when they click it, they are directed to the second page, which is a thank you page, right? So thank you for opting in, or thank you for purchasing this service or this product. And once they reach the thank you page, at the back end, we're going to learn how to program an autoresponder. So we automatically, our email service provider is going to shoot them an email with additional information and a link to the third page, which is the delivery page. Now, if it's an opt-in that they've landed on, they're going to be given the link to a page where they can download the freemium that they opted in for. Or if it's a sales page that they clicked through, then we're going to email them and direct them to a delivery page, which is basically the login to access. For example, for me, it's going to be my online course. So they would get the login details and password and the link where they can immediately then access their purchase, right? So this is a 3-page sequence. In every successful online business, you basically are operating on these 3 pages. And these 3 pages are not difficult to put together. In fact, earlier this week, I shared with you my most favorite page builder software, which is Profit Builder. But a lot of you were asking me for alternatives. And guess what? I have answers for you. I have dug up some alternative page builder softwares and add-ons for your WordPress website that are absolutely free. Okay, so what are they? These are free landing page tools. Okay, these are essentially page builders. Some of these tools, they are plugins, right? You can actually just download the plugin and use it on your WordPress website. Some of these tools are self-hosted, meaning that your landing page you create on their domain, and you can then use the link to the landing page in your directing of people. So you can put that link in your Facebook ad, you can put the link in your blog post, right, or any social media post that you're promoting or trying to drive people to this landing page through. Okay, so here are some free options. So explore these. Maybe these will click with you. They're all really easy to use, nothing difficult. Basically, just like the Profit Builder plugin I showed you, they operate on a similar or even easier methodology. All right, so your wish is my command. Several of you asked me for additional tools and wanted some free ones. Here you go, guys. I like to help you out wherever I can. So let's move on now to our freemium. So once you have a page builder software, or you're using as maybe a free landing page platform, you can create your opt-in page, just like we learned earlier this week, where we're going to have a email capture form that is linked to maybe our MailChimp, right, list that we've created. Similarly, you're going to create a landing page. It's also going to have an email opt-in form. However, people are coming to this landing page in order to get something from you that you are offering them in exchange for their email. So they're not just going to sign up for early bird or to become a VIP, to be first informed when you launch your business. We've already done that, right? So now we're getting closer to launching our business. So we want to now start generating greater interest and getting potential buyers interested and on board our list. So what we do is we offer something called a freemium. Let me explain what is this freemium thing. Now, a freemium is basically something you give for free. Well, it's kind of free. You're basically not asking for money, but you're asking them for their email address. So it's free. It's something that is highly desirable by your potential buyer, and it creates a wow effect. Okay, so let me talk a little bit about these 3 points about a freemium. So first, it's free. People can download this freemium, okay, or maybe they get to watch this freemium like a video in exchange for their email address. So that's what we mean by free. There's no exchange of money here. It's something of value for free in exchange for an email address. It is highly desirable. What do we mean by that? It's easy to digest. It's quick. It's simple. It's straightforward. It's not complicated. And it solves a pressing problem that your potential buyer has. So it's related to your business area, right? So whatever your product or service is you're going to be offering, this freemium is like that little first solution to this pressing problem, okay? And the third point is it has a wow effect. It is so good. It's like the answer that they've been looking for, or the solution that they've been looking for so long, that if you had even charged them for it, they would have been happy to pay you for it. Okay. So can you guess what my freemium is for my business, Idea to Income? Well, did you guess this 28-day challenge? Absolutely. You see, it's for free. You're getting this in exchange for an email. I'm giving you bite-sized, easy, step-by-step action steps over 28 days to solve this pressing problem of how to launch your first online business, right? So it solves a problem and gets you over this hurdle. And wow, people are texting me, messaging me, emailing me, thanking me for this 28-day challenge because they find it so valuable, right? Find it easy to understand. They find it so practical, and they're really enjoying it. So literally, I'm creating a wow effect. And if I was to charge them, I'm sure people would be happy to even pay for this guidance, these tools, this information. Right? So this is what a freemium is all about. Now, some ideas I have that I'd like to share with you for maybe your own freemium. So I have 14 fabulous freemium ideas here. So what are they? Cheat sheets, right? So it's a little checklist, or you can maybe have a template like an Excel sheet, or a toolkit of fill in the blank forms. You could have a coupon, right? Or maybe for a discount on your product or service. You could have a test or quiz. People love quizzes that help them to learn more about themselves. Like maybe I could have created a quiz, like 10 questions that to determine whether you'll survive as an online entrepreneur or not. People would be curious to know, okay, would I make it as an online entrepreneur? And they'd be happy to take that quiz. a case study, right, of someone who's been successful in whatever service or product that you're offering. Maybe it's skincare, someone who got rid of their acne. Maybe it's handling a disruptive child. Maybe someone used your service, or your nanny service, and their child is now so well mannered. Right? There's so many things. You could give a case study of someone who has benefited from using your product or service. A how-to guide, step by step, right? And essentially, this 28-day challenge is a how-to guide, but it's in a video format. Swipe files. Now, what are swipe files? Swipe files are actual examples of things. So, example, I could create a swipe file of Facebook ads, right? The best Facebook ads or high converting Facebook ads, and I just collect them and I share all those ads with you as a swipe file. Or the best email autoresponders, I could make a collection of those and share that with you as a swipe file. So people love these types of things, and they're more than happy to sign up or exchange their email address if you provide them these types of freemiums. But wait, there's more. A video series. Essentially, this 28-day challenge is a 28 video series. Video tutorials. So this 28-day challenge is also a video tutorial, but broken down into 28 parts. A webinar where you go live, right? And you invite people to join you and you teach them something of value. Or maybe you recorded it and you're now providing it after you conducted it live for people to view. Or your freemium could also be a demonstration of your offer, right? Or you could maybe give them a free trial or even a free consultation or a coaching session with you, so they can get a little taste of a firsthand taste of what it's like to work with you one-on-one. So these are some ideas. Maybe some of them are clicking with you and you're already getting excited about, hey, that's something maybe I can offer as part of my online business launch. Right? So that's the whole purpose of sharing this, is to get you excited and get you thinking. Now, what are you going to be doing today? So now that I've kind of given you the backstory, you are going to be creating your FFF. Okay, so what is FFS? It's your first fabulous freemium. Okay, and I'm going to walk you through the process. It's a 3-step process. First step is you're going to do some research. Once you get all the research together, you're going to actually design your freemium and create it. And then third, you're going to upload it onto the World Wide Web. And so let me walk you through step by step. What do I mean? First step, number 1, research. Now, you want to find something that people really want, right? So there's a desire for that freemium. So how do you know in your niche, right, in your maybe product or service area, what are people craving? So you got to do some research. Now I'm going to share some resources with you that are great for your research. And those include BuzzSumo, Facebook groups, and Quora. Now, these are all online tools or platforms that are going to help you identify what are people asking? Like, what are people excited about? What are people curious to know more about? What are some unanswered questions out there that maybe your freemium could be answering or showing them how to do? What are some posts or articles or social media discussion points that are widely shared that people are really talking about? So it's a hot, desired topic area. Your freemium should be on something like that, right? So when people see your freemium being offered, they'll get excited and they'll want it. So let me walk you through an example here, BuzzSumo. Now, BuzzSumo, let me just close my presentation and show you my web browser. Okay, so when you go to buzzsumo.com, they have a search bar. So you're just going to type in your topic area. So I typed in mine, how to start online business. And when I entered, This is the free version. So they're only going to give you a limited number of results, right? So they're saying here there's 3,730 more results for the topic that I entered. But you know, this is enough, because what they do is they rank them in terms of the number of shares, so total shares. So the number one or the highest shared item on the web currently in my topic area is this WordPress, probably it's a blog post, how to get started with online business, 5 great ideas. Okay. And if you look here, BuzzSumo tells you even where they were shared. So 7 shares on Facebook, 1 on LinkedIn, and Twitter is where the maximum shares were accumulated for this particular post. So you see, this BuzzSumo points out what's hot. Okay, what's hot? What are people excited about? What are people sharing? So here's another one: how to make money online. Start your own online business. So how-tos are always hot freemiums. How to start an online business. Tips and tricks from 52 experts. Wow. Look at the number of shares on Facebook, 857. This is so even if you are going to be using Facebook as your primary medium to attract your buyers, then you want to choose a topic that's hot for that medium. If you're using Twitter, then you want to choose a topic that has been proven to be hot for that medium as well. So useful? Yes? No? All right, so let me know in the comments below the video if you're finding that useful. So similarly, I just showed you BuzzSumo. You can go to Facebook. You can look for Facebook groups created around your topic area, and then just go through those groups, look at the posts, look at what people are talking about, look at what questions people are answering that are still not yet thoroughly answered, and you can answer that question through your freemium that you create. Okay. There's another tool I mentioned, Quora. Quora is great. It's like an online board where people post questions, right? They literally put questions forward and other people answer those questions. So look for questions that have lots of followers, okay? And questions that have few answers, right? And not many people were able to answer it. You can be the one who answers that question for them. So this is your research. You're going to find out a topic area that is a hot topic area for your first fabulous freemium. Okay, done. Step 1. Let's move to step 2, design. Now, once you have your topic, you kind of craft your answer together. It could be a how-to, it could be a video tutorial, right? Whatever you want to put together and offer in exchange for an email, you're going to have to make it. So there are lots of free tools online that you can use to make your freemium. If your freemium is a PDF, right? It's something that is a written format and that like a checklist or a how-to guide. There's tools like Canva and PicMonkey that you can use, which are graphic platforms that help you create different types of documents. Let me show you. So let me close my presentation and take you to my browser. And I've opened up my Canva account. And if you see here, create a design. Here are some popular designs. You can create a social media post, a Facebook post, a Facebook ad. So many different things. A Twitter post. So basically, these are pre-made templates. They're already sized in the proper dimensions for you. A Pinterest graphic is here. Even if you move down, you can see there's a subcategory called blogging and ebooks. If you want to make a little ebook, right? They even have a template there for you. So if I was going to maybe make, let me see. Okay, maybe, okay, let's say I want to make a little ebook. Okay, so I would just click that and Canva would open it up. And it's free, guys. You don't have to pay a single penny for this service. It's all online. It's free. You don't need to hire a graphic designer anymore. I fired my graphics guy, right? First of all, it's so difficult to explain to another person what you want. And it takes a lot of time going back and forth, getting the design exactly the way you want it. Here, not only do they give you pre-made templates that you can then fully edit. Okay, for example, I can even see here, if you see a dollar sign, it means you got to pay for it. If there's no dollar sign, it means it's free. Okay, so let's take a look at this. You just click the template you want. And within that template, you'll see in this ebook, they have different layouts for pages as well, right? So you can just say, okay, I want to add that page. Okay, so there you go. It's right there. Now I can change this, right? I can edit the text. I can make this a how-to, right? There you go. How easy was that? You just click and type, right? Start an online business. Okay, so obviously my text is more than the space provided, but it's okay. I can edit that text as well. So if I click it, I can change the font size. I can make the font size smaller, all right, and make it fit. Okay, I can put my name here. Okay, so I can put by Rahila Narijo. Okay. How easy was that? If I want to change the background picture, I can do that. I can do so many things. If you want to upload your own pictures, you can do that as well. All right. So as you can see, I've uploaded some pictures here in my account. You can upload your own graphics and use them in your designs, whatever you're creating. So how was that? Super cool. Did you like that? Well, similarly, let's go back to the presentation. Another tool that you can use for graphics is PicMonkey. Check that out as well. But what if your freemium is a video? Then what? Do you have to pay 50 to 100 bucks for software that helps you record your laptop or computer screen? No, you don't. I am recording this completely on Zoom, okay? Zoom.us. It's free. It's super easy. And as you can see, I can record my presentation, I can record my browser, and I can record my voice. Even if I wanted to, I could record my face. I don't think you want to see my face right now because I'm not dolled up, or I'm basically in my pajamas and a little t-shirt. You don't want to see that, okay? But if I was all ready, and maybe I would want to show you my face, maybe later on down the line I will, okay? But Zoom is there, and it's free, and it is a fantastic online resource to help you create videos. All right, so now we looked at research, we looked at design. Let's look at now, once we create our freemium, we need to get it on the World Wide Web. So if you have a PDF, you can use simple services like a Google Drive to upload your PDF, or Dropbox. Dropbox is also free. Both of these are free. You upload your PDF, you grab the link, that's the link you post, right, in your as a download that people will then click and be able to access your freemium in exchange for their email. What if you had a video? Well, you could post it on YouTube. You create a YouTube account, you post it on YouTube, right? And you can post it with the setting where only people with the link can actually access it, right? So YouTube is there, and then also there is Vimeo. I've also used Vimeo for some of my work. Vimeo, they also let you create a free account and post your videos and create a link, and then you can use those links as your download link. So this is our lesson, our action for today. You are going to get started working on creating your FFF, your first fabulous freemium. And the purpose of this is now that we're getting more clear on what we're going to be offering our buyers, we're going to entice them further. We're going to get them really excited, and we're going to start to really escalate our email list. By how, or what's the process? We're going to give them a fabulous freemium in exchange for their email. So the freemium is going to also start our relationship with our potential buyers. They'll get a little taste of our work, whether they like the way we work or they like what we have to offer or not. It's going to actually entice them and start to create this strong relationship for us. So we will have a hungry audience ready and waiting for our offer when we do launch it. Okay? So, time to get busy. Let's preview and prep. If you're just joining me on day 11, it's probably, maybe it's useful for you. I'm sure there's lots of things you're taking away from today. But if you really want to do it right, start from day 1. And you can do that by signing up at www.entertheidealab.com. And you will then receive every day a link to the video, okay? The next day's video. And a small action step to take. So today, day 11, I gave you a little overview of where we're heading towards. We're heading towards creating this 3-page sequence, okay? And in order to create it, we need to first have a freemium that we're going to be enticing potential buyers into giving their email addresses in exchange for our freemium. I showed you how to research it, I showed you how to design it, and I showed you how to get it onto the World Wide Web, all for free, right? All these tools I shared with you today will not cost you a cent. So get busy, make your freemium, and in the video thread below, post, what did you create? Did you create a video? Did you create a checklist? What did you call it? Post it, share with us, or post it on your own platform. Hashtag idea to income. I'd love to see what you're doing with this information. And I love to see information being acted upon, right? So remember, SOS, don't fall prey to this deadly disease that kills every entrepreneur's dream, all right? You want to take action, start and finish day 11, okay? Do it. Tomorrow, what we're going to do is, now that you will have your freemium ready, we're going to put that freemium into our opt-in sequence. So I'm actually going to walk you through how to create those 3 pages, how to do the back-end programming so that everything works smoothly for us. Sounds good? And excited to see what you create as your freemiums. And I will then see you on day 12. All the best, guys.